Well, hey guys, welcome back to my Slice of Heaven. I'm Joey, and today I just want to give a big thanks to those who commented on my last video, left some suggestions and tips. They seem to really be helping. I made a video which I'll post up in this corner about my corner stacks and asking if there was a better way. Well, some of you left some pretty good tips, and we implemented those tips, and they seem to be working pretty good. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later when we go down to the where we stack our wood. I don't know what to call that area yet. Don't really know if it's the wood yard yet, or I really want to make that a food plot, but I just don't know where I'm going to stack all this wood at yet. But I'm going to go ahead and show you a pan over to this big pile we had here. You'll remember that from the previous video, and I'll try to leave a little video of that up here in the corner. So my cameraman's going to go ahead and pan over there now and show you what little bit of wood we have left here. When we first started, I guessed it was between 8 and 10 cord here. And it's going to be right at about 8 cord. So I was really close when I said that. And this was our smaller pile. We still have the bigger pile on the other side of the truck, which we'll get to in the future sometime. But after we get this up, we're actually going to break off of this today because, well, we ran out of pallets. We've been stacking our wood on pallets and we don't have any more here, and I'll talk about that in a little bit also. But for now, I'm going to split up some more of this wood, and then we'll go down to where we stack our wood and we'll talk some more. So like I was telling you up at the big wood pile where we were splitting that, we had another blowout on one of our corners. It didn't quite fall all the way. I was trying to straighten it up. When we got here, I noticed it was leaning really bad, so I was trying to straighten it up, and then it fell. And you can see this one right next to it is leaning out this way too. It'll probably fall eventually. But with you guys' tips that I got from that last video, we have implemented some of those tips, and when we go down to our bigger stock area, or I don't know what to call it, firewood stacking area, I'll talk about some of the tips that you gave me that I'm implementing, and I think they're working a lot better. The stacks feel a lot more sturdier. But yeah, this is like the third one we've had collapse on us, so this will be our third time picking the one up and restacking it. Oh, yeah. Well guys, as you can see, we're still stacking down here in this one section. We're working on our 7th cord right now. We've got 6 and over 7.5 right now. But I wanted to talk to you about the last video that I posted about making these corners and making them better. I got some suggestions from you guys and I've started implementing them. A couple people said I should get pallets and put them on the side here and put angle bracing. That way I just have like a wall here. That won't work for us right now. Around here, everybody thinks their pallets are made out of gold and they want ridiculous amounts of money for them. So we're having a hard time finding them. In fact, we're stopping today at this row here because we're out of pallets right now. I refuse to pay any more than $2, $3, maybe $4 per pallet. And people are wanting like $12, $15, $20, and I've seen as much as $28. And I'm just not going to pay that much just to stack wood on them. So some other suggestions I had was to, instead of making the firewood pie shaped, try to cut off that point and make them more square shaped, rectangular shaped. And that has been helping us. But I found out what works the best for us is, another suggestion I had was, instead of trying to make the row straight up, tilt that corner in a little bit on every row, just have it work its way in a little bit, and that seems to be really working. And another thing I like to do, and I had this mentioned too, was to use the half rounds. I like using the half rounds for my corners now because I think it's a lot better, a lot sturdier. Now we don't always have a half round to work with. So again, like I've been saying, I've been trying to make them more rectangular and square. So we'll use those too. But it just doesn't always work out that way. But the tips that I have gotten, I think our stacks are a lot more sturdier, that we've been implementing those tips. And we'll just keep going with this for now. If we start seeing a problem, then we'll go ahead and we'll address that in the future with probably T-posts or something. But right now it seems to be working really good. These corners are really pretty solid and it's working good. So we're just going to keep doing this for right now. Not to mention that it's cheap. It's cheaper than buying the T-posts and it's cheaper than buying the pallets. Well guys, we got this mess that was on the ground here picked up, and as we was picking it up we realized both of these probably had to be restacked on these corners because they was falling over. So what we did is we had half stacks over there. We just started putting it over there, and we figure when I get some more pallets we'll just take all this down and redo this stacks. These are some of the first stacks that we did, and now that we've had you guys as tips and suggestions, in the future I'm sure our stacks will be a lot better. And that's going to be it for this video, guys. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Maybe you didn't like the video but you just like me, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And until next time, you'll have a great day.